welcome back to Sparkle Me Pink. My name's Michelle, and today I'm going to be opening up and trying on everything from my Ipsy Glam and my Ipsy Glam Plus box for July 2019. Super stoked to show you everything that I have on my face right now. I feel very glowy, really pretty today. I will indicate down here whether it was from my Ipsy Glam or my Glam Plus subscription, just because I think I forget to mention it as I get into it and I'm talking. And then here is our Glambag bag for the month. Super cute. I love the little neon coral detail. I can see myself putting this in my little beach bag, but I have so many glam bags at this point. I don't know what to do with them. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That way you can join our Sparkle Me Pink community. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you can get a pop-up when a new video goes live, since I do not have a consistent video posting schedule. Apologies about that, but just turn your notifications on and then you'll find out when something new is going on. All right, I'm excited to show you all the things that came this month. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with making up our face with our new Ipsy Plus items from this month. I want to start off with a hair care product. This is something I put in my hair, or I use any heating or styling tools or anything like that. Or sometimes if I'm just gonna let it air dry, I'll put a little of this throughout, like from the ears down, as I feel like it helps really condition, soften, and keep my hair feeling happy. It's called 12 Benefits. I actually first heard about this brand last year at Generation Beauty in San Francisco. I ended up purchasing half of their line when I was at the conference, and I got the dry shampoo. They have a hair fragrance type of thing. Of course, the 12 Benefits, I actually have the full size of this, and I still have it sort of like a lotion for your hair, and then you just work it through on the bottom. If I were to compare this to something more mainstream, I would say it's very similar to It's a 10, but I like this a little bit better. It's not as, doesn't make my hair feel as gunked up. I really like it, and I'll definitely leave a link to their website down below so you can check it out. All right, let's start off with the face. We're gonna use the Touch and Soul Waterful Glow Cream. I was reading through the description in the pamphlet as well as on their website. It basically says it's a hyaluronic acid and hydrolyzed collagen water gel cream, and I was reading through the ingredients and it really just seemed just like that. It's kind of like a bouncy jelly texture, which is perfect for people like me that have oily and acne prone skin. As you can see, I'm having some breakouts, which are a product of some poor diet choices this week. My skin is talking to me, and I should probably listen to it. Put down the donuts. Looking over the ingredient list, there is a lot of alcohol in this, but not all alcohol is created equal. Not all of it is the bad alcohol. Most of these that I'm looking, just scanning over the list real quick, are the good ones, which means it is an emulsifier. It's giving your product a really great slip and bringing moisture to the skin. There's a lot of dimethicone in here too, so that's what's giving you that silky. It doesn't feel maybe a light little silkiness, but it doesn't feel like a primer. It feels really cooling and hydrating. I can imagine if you had one of those little mini fridges that you keep your cosmetics in or skincare in, this would feel so good. It has squalane in it too, which is derived from olives, and that can be a little comedogenic. So if you are acne prone, just keep an eye on it. Sometimes it's not a big deal, because if you wash your face properly, do a full double cleanse, remove your makeup and then go in with your cleanser and get everything out and clean out all of your pores and all the gunk from the day, then you shouldn't have any issue with it at all. Okay, so now before I put any powder on my face, which by the way, my concealer and foundation went on nice and smooth on top of that water cream, I really feel like it gets in and plumps up your skin a little bit, almost instantly. It feels, yeah, it feels really good. My skin feels hydrated and happy. But what I was gonna say is I'm gonna go in with the Go-Go tint. This here's kind of like a sister one to the Benetint, I'm assuming, or maybe a different color. I know over the years they've come out with all different types of formulations. This one's the Dandelion Shy Beam I got in a Plus box a couple months back. It's a pale, milky, not shimmery highlight, whereas this one looks like it's gonna be a pinky cherry-like tone. In the description it says a little thicker and creamier than the original cult fave Benetint. This bright cherry red lip and cheek stain goes on sheer and can be built up to a bold pop of color. Now I remember back in the day when I was 14 or 15, I entered a contest or like a giveaway on the Cosmo Girl. Is that even still a thing? Is Cosmo Girl still around? It was like a month-long calendar and you got to send in postcards. Yes, postcards as entries. And I won a Benetint. And I remember getting the product and thinking like, whoa, like what? I put on way too much apparently. Now I look like a clown. Apparently a lot goes a long way, just so you're aware. I'm gonna try to smoosh it out a bit with my beauty blender here. But I remember thinking this is the weirdest product ever. Like I had never tried a liquid blush or anything like that. But I remember going to a 4th of July party and it stayed on even though I was like in the pool and like running around and sweating and just being kind of like still a kid, but still like I'm grown up now. And thinking it was like the coolest thing ever. One dot. Let's see if I can smoosh it out. I think I like it better on the lips than I do on the cheeks. And then just running with this, like a very natural light tint or putting a little gloss on top. But yeah, these stay really nicely. And then to warm up the face, I'm going to use the Luxie small contour brush that came in my Ipsy bag and apply, dun dun dun, the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette. I think there's a shade in here that's more contoury. No, maybe it's more of a bronzer. So I might just put a little bit of contour on. These have beautiful sheen to them. Whoa, that's creamy. Maybe that one's a cream? Yeah, because that's a powder. That's a powder. That's a powder. Okay, I just did not expect liquid gold to be in here. What I was saying is I've had the box for a couple days now and I'd be like open it up and like look at it and be like, ooh, do I try it out today? And then be like, no, I need to wait to film. Okay, so the bronzy shade, even though it's not a cream, it feels really creamy when I was like swatching it on my hand. And then of course we have our liquid gold here called Barbados. And then more of like a traditional highlighter shade in Maldives. And then like a blush topper right here. So let's see if I can kind of play with this. Or I need to sculpt my face out a little bit with a little contour. First, I'm gonna pick the City Bronzer today in 100. Now the tricky thing is I normally do this before I put blush on, but since the blush was a very liquidy texture, you don't really want to put any powders down before you put like a cream or a liquid on top. I'm gonna be very rosy today apparently. Okay, I like the brush. I like the shape. It's flatter than the contour brush that I typically use, which is also ironically another Luxie brush, the small contour one. This guy's a little bit flatter on top, whereas this one's more of a domed shaped. I kind of like this one a little bit better, but I'll have to play with it a little bit more. Let's use a little bit of this bronzer. I feel like a little bit is gonna go a long way because that's how her eyeshadows were. So I'm only assuming that the face products are going to be the same. So I just took one little like dab into the bronzer shade. Ooh, pretty. Again, I'm being very conservative with this because I have to like go out and see people today. I don't want to look too crazy. A little bit on the Maldives right here on the inner. Kind of use it as an eyeshadow today. And then I'm gonna pick up Maldives. Am I saying that right? Probably not. Ooh, that's pretty. And I'm actually gonna just tap a little bit on top of the cream just to make sure it stays in place. I think I'm gonna skip the Bora Bora shade today just because this one's a little more pinky and this is like a peachy pink. But it's really pretty and totally my jam. And I do think it's pretty that inside the little slip cover protector is like her face, which is also what is on the cover. And check out the cover. Her highlight pops better than mine, but I just thought that was kind of neat. I'm actually gonna powder my face a little bit with the Ciate London Loose Translucent Powder that I got in a FabFitFun box, but it kind of goes with the product that I'm gonna use next. So for actual eyeshadow today, I'm going to apply the What's the Tea? This is from the Balm's new eyeshadow palette. Rundown is the name of the shade and What's the Tea is the name of the palette. I saw this, I think I saw this on Instagram where there's like these little like coffee mugs or teacups filled with eyeshadow, and I thought that was a really cute design. On the front it says that it's infused with hibiscus. I'm not sure what the benefit or anything of that is, but that's a pretty neat feature. Let's go ahead and apply it with this precision blending brush from Luxie. I feel like I could just get exactly where I want to. Again, I'm gonna keep this concentrated on the outer corner of my eye. Then I'm gonna take a clean brush and just run it over. Take a little bit down here. Now, something else that came in my Ipsy bag was the Ciate Glow 2 highlighter. I actually got this previously, I want to say, in a Plus box. Now, instead of using it as a highlighter today, I'm going to take my pinky and just tap a little bit of it on top of the highlighter that's there. Let's see if we can add just a little more dimension, especially in the middle of the lid between the liquid gold and then our like smoky plummy purple shade. I feel like my skin is looking a little flat and a little dry with all like the foundation and powder and everything that's kind of layered up on top of it. So what came in my Plus box was the Pixie Glow Mist. I've actually owned this for a good while, and I'm not gonna open the new one. I'm just gonna hold that as a backup. Niacinamide, which is really great and hydrating. So lots of really great things in here. There are PEGs, so if you are a no PEG person in your skincare, this is not for you. Now, some of the spritz tops of this is like it will literally poke your eye out, and then I think this is my one that I like swap the head out into new ones every time. Mix it up really good because it's like an oil and water sort of mixture. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's not aggressive. But Pixie, you gotta change the heads on these because I have one. Let me show you. I love this formula, the Makeup Fixing Mist. But let me see if I can, no exaggeration, this is intense. See how it's like just, whereas this one's more of a, see, it's like a soft mist. Okay, now that we have our setting spray on and I feel a little more hydrated and comfortable, I'm gonna go in with the Thrive Cosmetics. This is the Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara for length and volume. I was reading over the website and they actually have a really great base to the company. I guess she had a friend pass away from cancer, and she does donate a part of the proceeds of the products she sells towards organizations to help women be empowered when they're going through situations like that. I thought that was really interesting, especially when I have my own cancer story. Yeah, so head over to her site to read a little bit more about it. But this here has orchid stem cell complex. Okay, let's give it a go. The canister itself is like really nice. Like here's like a Revlon, and then here's this guy. Like not only is it pretty, but it almost feels like it's like metal or something, but it's not. Is it? I don't know. It does say on the packaging that it is a flake-free liquid fiber technology, combines buildable fibers and Korean plant extracts for instantly longer, thicker lashes. So here's my before, and then let's go ahead. It's kind of a thicker formula, almost like a gel. All right, I'm gonna stop there on that side. I do like the brush head, surprisingly. Like normally I like the tree brush brushes, not like silicone ones like this, but this is not so bad. I feel like I've been saying that more and more lately. I think mascara companies are stepping up their game. See, I'm just gonna kind of clean up a little bit using a clean spoolie. Just kind of pulling through any little clumps I got going. Not even clumps. I think just like a little bit of product build up there, a little bit too thick of an application, but it's not that it's bad, it's just a personal preference. I like my lashes to look a little more light and fluffy, and these are like va-va-voom there. I wish the formula was a little bit thinner. I feel like it's clumping up or getting really nice and thick a little bit too quickly for my personal preference and how I like to wear my lashes. But I could definitely see those that do not have perhaps or more sparse in the lashes, they would really like this because it is building up the volume hardcore. I also did get the roller lash from Benefit in my Ipsy Glam bag, but we already know that I like this. This encapsulates the hair. It kind of gives you beautiful length. You sort of roll it up your lash. That's why it's called the roller lash. It's a little deluxe sample size. I'll put this in my little travel bag for when I'm on the go. All right, so that is everything tried on and shared with you from my Ipsy Glam bag and Ipsy Glam Plus. Let me know if you like watching videos like this. Any comments down below, or do you like it more when I just like open it up and show you what it is and just give a brief review, or do you like when they're separate videos? Let me know what you want to watch. I personally like doing these kind of like videos, like where I try it on and get to chat with you a little bit, but it's not up to me. All right, thank you so much for hitting the subscribe button and giving this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in our next video.